What's good, YouTube? Dominant Evans here with another YouTube channel video of mine, BTP, Be the Priority, whatever you want to call it. And today I'm here on a totally different occasion. As some of you may know, but I lost my grandmother on Sunday, November 17th, 2019. So the topic I want to discuss here, since I'm transparent with you all, coping and dealing with death. I have to say this is my worst year I've ever had as far as my frequency, vibration, and my positivity and how I perceive things. And then this just comes along and just shoot me down even more. So it just tells me how strong I am, because in the last 3 years I've dealt with plenty of deaths. It seems like I'm sort of kind of getting desensitized to it because it's been happening so frequent. In the last 3 years I've lost my grandfather, I've lost my ex-girlfriend, and then now I'm losing my grandmother. I can see why I'm getting desensitized to it, but I can't let these deaths affect me, but it will, because we all are human, we are emotional. But let me talk about the 5 ways I've dealt with coping with death. I'm gonna get through this video without crying. I told myself I will, even though I'm human. I'm gonna get through this. Number 1 way of coping with death. I listen to a lot of music when I'm dealing with death. And I wanna say, like, this music isn't upbeat. All of the music I listen to while I'm dealing with death is like sad and deep down depression music, because it helps me feel that emotion that happens when someone important close to you dies. I shouldn't be feeling desensitized to death, so I'm gonna listen to this music and I'm gonna let my emotions flow. And that leads me to number 2. My second way of dealing with death is, like I said, letting the emotion flow. We are human. You can't run away from this shit. We all knew what we signed up for when we were born, depending on what you believe in. But you knew when you came into life that at some point you have to go. So I've dealt with death this way, and letting the emotions flow, whether I'm sad, whether I'm mad. I may get spurts of happiness every now and again. That's one of the main keys to coping with death. The third way I deal with coping with death is being by myself. I love being by myself when I'm dealing with death, because I like to, like I said, feel those emotions. So when I'm by myself, I can't get distracted from someone else's happiness and someone else's depression and someone else's problems. So I deal with this shit on my own. Not on my own per se, but I deal with it most when I'm by myself, because I know at some point I'm gonna have to be by myself anyway. I never want to go into a crowd while I'm dealing with the death and I feel good at the moment, then you come home and you feel like ass. So I love sitting with myself, sitting with my thoughts, meditating, like I said, feeling those emotions, because most people will run away from this shit. Most people will try to get around the crowd, and then when you get home, you feel fucked. So sitting with myself is the third way of dealing with deaths. The fourth way I deal with death, I watch a lot of death videos. I watch things and I study shit like what happens when you die. You know, I believe in reincarnation. Some people may not. I feel like energy recycles, so that helps me cope with it even more, because I know this person is not dead and gone, but it's just the body that has passed on. One thing I've learned is when you die, your body dies, but your brain can be going for a few hours after. So knowing that you have passed on, it makes me think, because I'm like, I wonder when my grandmother died or when my ex died or when my grandfather died, did they know like they were going to die? And what were their last thoughts? Like, were they thinking like, oh shit, I didn't even get to speak to this person, or I'm dying alone? Shit like that crosses my mind a lot. I let it cross my mind because I never want to ignore my thoughts. I never want to ignore how I feel. So watching a lot of videos, studying death. I got a book called Journey of Souls, since I believe that souls reincarnate, souls are energy. Studying and dealing with it like head on is like the best way for me to like deal with this shit, you know? The fifth way I deal with coping with death is support. Whether you got support from your family, your friends, your spouse, your girlfriend, boyfriend, it doesn't matter. Like, and if you don't have that support, you can hit me up if you need support because you don't have support from anywhere else, like another source. But having someone that's in your corner or gonna check on you every now and then, that helps me cope with death. See, I'm the person that I've got to a point where I love being by myself so much that I hate sympathy, and I hate shit when people be like, I'm gonna pray for you and I'm sending my condolences, because in other words, you aren't doing shit. So when it comes to that, I don't really care. I'd rather let's have a good conversation about what's going on, and you know, like, don't pity me. I hate pity, but I love support. Also, another thing I noticed is when you're dealing with death, you really see who's in your corner, like who will check up on you, and not that you care, but it's just like you want those people that say they really fuck with you to be there. Having those people in your corner is the best way of dealing with death. Remember, have supportive friends, not people that's gonna be sympathetic, because you're not looking for pity. You're looking for healing. You're looking for strength. You're looking for that type of shit to like get you through. So yeah, maybe these coping mechanisms can help you out if you are dealing with the death, or God forbid, knock on wood, that somebody in your family dies. How you deal with death may be a totally different way I deal with it. And that's why I want you to leave your comments. Tell me how you deal with it. So yeah, I want to say rest in peace to my grandmother, Geraldine Robinson Evans. I love you. And I thank y'all for watching. I thank y'all for supporting me. It's been a journey. This week has been shit for me. But as time go on, that's the only thing that's healing me and my coping mechanisms. I love y'all. Thank y'all for supporting me. I don't even want to plug in any of my social medias, whatever it be in the description. I love y'all. Hope y'all have a great one. But yeah, I'm out.